holding up against this defensive front. Connor Talty to boot it away. Typically his kicks are not returned, and this one will not be either. Quick pitch to the edge. Zachariah Branch is the dominant weapon of this team, and the speedster rips off a big gain. It's Branch in motion. He's got it again on the edge. He's got some blockers. Gets the outside, but the Tide do a good job stringing out.
Dylan Bell on a hole.
Holding offense, number 86. 10-yard penalty.
Frazier hit and dropped behind the line. Bama fans making noise as Stockton looks to escape the pocket. Long way to go. He's going to be knocked down from behind. Watson Brooks has the handoff. Dogs close in, and they'll drop him for a loss. Ellis Robinson got there in a hurry. McCray is the back. Dogs second possession. McCray goes out in motion. Stockton finds him in the flat. He immediately falls down after catching the ball and will lose 4. He's third and extra long for the Dogs here. Stockton to Cash Jones underneath, and he makes a good effort, but he's going to come up a yard short. So here comes Thorson again. Booming kick. Adams watches it bounce over his head, and it checks up beautifully and goes out of bounds. So Alabama be pinned back about the 7 or 8 yard line.
Miami and Notre Dame fan, you're hoping for an Alabama loss.
Pass across the middle, and quickly getting first down yardage is Isaiah Horton. Two-back look. That's Bernard to the left of Simpson. And they fake it to him, and getting met in the hole and driven back. Gabe Harris colliding with Simpson. 3rd and 9. Dogs bring pressure. Simpson across the middle. It's incomplete. Bernard was in a crossing route, but it was a tight window. Don't look away with punts and field goals. Special teams plays. There's a rich history in the SEC championship game. Right on cue. Georgia with the block. Bouncing around and fielded inside the 25. Kirby Smart had a feeling a special teams play would come into play tonight. And getting his hand on it was Cole's spear.
Good call. He comes clean. Nobody touched him. Heck of a job there to just take it right off the foot of the punter. Look at that. They had a couple guys there on that left side. He's able to come free. Kirby 17-0 when he blocks a kick. Can the offense take advantage of great field position at the Bama 21?
As they're set up on the edge of the red zone here. Frazier makes a cut inside, and Frazier, good to see him back up and healthy after the big shot. Plows inside the 10, 1st and goal. They fake it to McCray. End zone throw, touchdown! Georgia strikes first off the block punt. Roderick Robinson.
And some of the play calling and the looks that he gives you, the fullback, he's really a running back lined up as a fullback, lost his footing initially, but with that 13 personnel, 3rd and goal at the 1, Bobo gives him a look. Look how fired up he is.
Bernard in the backfield, along with Caleb Edwards, the tight end. Pressure comes, Simpson gets it out, and it's Ryan Williams who makes the catch, and is still going. Number 2 is loose, and will just tap dance out of bounds in Georgia territory. He caught the ball in traffic. Simpson looking that direction, now back across the middle, high throw, intercepted, picked off. Dalen Everett for the Dogs with a stiff arm, takes it back into Alabama territory. A flag down at the end of the play, but the Dogs with the first takeaway. Looked like KJ Bolden may have gotten a piece of that.
Just kind of sits back, reading the quarterback's eyes. As that ball comes out, I think it got out clean. I think it just came off the fingertips there, like you said, a Horton.
Return team.
Bama's defense put in some very tough situations.
Tempo Kirk here on 3rd down. Dealt out there on the edge, and Stockton diving, and it's a 1st down. Frazier again, weaves his way through heavy traffic, just keeps those feet moving, keeps churning, and gets help from his buddies. He gets shoved for a 1st down to the Alabama 35, picked up 11.
At the Crimson Tide line of scrimmage.
Stockton running all the way. Jones is a lead blocker. And Stockton muscling down near the marker at the 25.
Half over on the right side. They're going heavy right.
Sneak and a first down. So they convert on fourth. That looked pretty simple. Gunner on the move, flips it short. Ooh, taking a big shot again was Nate Frazier. Yonce Pierre delivered a shot. Frazier can take a punch, we know that. From the pocket, deliver, Bell. Down the middle, Dylan Bell stretches to the 4. Dogs on the doorstep. So is Lawson Lucky, and now Zachariah comes across in motion. Surveying, end zone, touchdown! Dylan Bell! And the Dogs with a long march to build their lead. Dylan Bell, a big part of that drive.
Boy, they got a matchup that they love to see. Dylan Bell is lined up right here in a condensed formation. And he's got a two-way because of where he's lined up. He's lined up against the safety and go left or right. Gives him just enough of a head fake there.
Try to feature the pass game more. They have so many effective weapons who can make plays. And this is Sutter step. Ryan Williams. That little move got the Georgia guys frozen, and he got around the edge. So dangerous. Let's hear Brooks hasn't been featured yet. He comes in motion. Simpson looking that way. Long throw. It's over the head of Brooks, who was well covered anyway.
Now we'll wait to see what happens tomorrow.
Bell on the handoff, and Dylan Bell. Ooh, dangerous. Found a crease. Bunch of Tide players leaning forward. A lot of them back out. Stockton throws downfield, and maybe he was confused by that look. Third down. Feels important. Oh, it's a low throw. Daniel Hill was out there. Georgia would love to build on this lead before then. Branch. Tunnel screen. Breaks free. Zachariah Branch. Much like Williams on the other side, once he gets a couple steps, it's hold your breath.
Give it your receivers a chance to make a play.
Frazier muscles for a first down to the 40. Sort of on the bubble. Alabama at the moment 10-2. Same record for Notre Dame and Miami.
Better than anybody else at this point. So they just need to show a pulse here and start competing, get back into this game.
Bowens is dragged down. It's not easy to tackle him. Thorson out to punt. A lot of respect for the interior of that Alabama defense. Here we go. They run the offense out there. Let's see if they actually run a play or force Alabama to call a timeout.
They'll call a timeout, won't they? Now they gave him time, obviously, to make the switch. Here comes the sneak.
Notre Dame got Georgia on this in the playoffs game a year ago. Kirby Smart has tried to work it on opponents, and the timeout will be taken by Georgia. That's Delp who comes in motion. Handoff, McCray, the 240-pounder, plows forward, makes it with ease. They're not at field goal range now, Kirk.
No.
Pressure comes. Stockton has to throw it away. And they may have squandered an opportunity. Jordan Renaud got there. What they'll have to talk about is Alabama needing to regroup and reboot. From the end zone, flags out as the catch is made by Marshall Pritchett.
Personal foul, hands to the face, offense number 64. Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
6-pound tackle getting shoved back into the quarterback. Third down has been a problem. It's a problem here as Simpson's going to be sacked. Ja'Cory Thomas, safety blitz. Brilliance of Smart and Glenn Schumann, but this was a team that was diced up by Tennessee. Ole Miss, Alabama in the first game, and has been suffocating. Zachariah Branch has room to run. Branch dives down near the Alabama 40. And Georgia set up in beautiful position.
Is playing with a lot of confidence.
Stockton, Branch, known for his electric. Georgia playing with a little tempo now, trying to build momentum. Pump fake. Stockton, sideline route, catch made by Lawson Lucky. Everything working for Mike Bobo in the offense right now. It's first and goal. Frazier on second and goal. Off the left side, touchdown Dogs! Perfect start to the second half for Georgia.
There's a good kick out block by London Humphrey, 16. He'll come in, he'll come around it. But look at the two tight ends on the play side. Both Lawson Lucky and Oscar Delp. They kind of sealed the edge to the inside.
2nd and 5. Little confusion. There was no one to hand the ball off, and he just slides down. Wow, things are getting worse by the second. Simpson looking to launch from the end zone. Underneath. Pritchett, long way to go. The tight end is going to be knocked down well short of the first down. And that Dogs defense with Chris Cole making the stop. 40 yards rushing. Chris Stockton is the leading rusher for the Dogs. Now here looking to throw. And catch is made by Humphries. A nice cushion over there.
They got a personal foul. Hands to the face. They're going to bring it back. But that was an easy matchup.
Tide rush only 3. Stockton across the middle. You knew he was going to have time. 8 dropped in coverage, though. The completion to Bell is short. Simpson just desperate to convert one of these. Hill bounces off a tackle. Where did he go out of bounds? They're going to mark him short.
He's short. I would love to keep track of how many yards Alabama has after a catch on the entire night, because it's not very many. When they make a completion,
so many coaches, preach physicality. You hear it every week, but McCray hit in the backfield and wrestled down for a 3-yard loss by Justin Hill. 3rd and 13. Jones checked down, has some space, but again, he's just not going to get there. They're playing off him. These 3rd and longs against these defenses just almost impossible in the playoff. Can't wait to see them match up against the Big Ten or SEC team. That's what they've wanted. Wide open. Check it down to Caleb Edwards, the tight end. Very rarely has an Alabama receiver caught a pass with open space around him. Pressure comes. Simpson swallowed up. Bentavious Johnson. That relentless pass rush tonight.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty will be added to the dead ball spot. First down, Alabama.
Very costly. That dead ball foul gives Alabama a first down to the 45. Simpson ball batted in the air and caught. Edwards on the carom as the ball just kind of fluttered into his hands. Bama needs every break they can get. Back foot throw, trying to loft it to Williams, who was tackled. And Georgia, it'll be another penalty on Danilo Jones to bail out Alabama. He didn't see the football, which was way
Pass
underthrown.
interference, defense, number 15. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
He's had 8 drops in this season. That's a lot. 3rd and 5. Underneath, it's Bernard, who never drops the ball. Working free. Jeremy Bernard still running. He will score. Touchdown, Alabama on the board, finally.
well, you were calling for Ryan Williams last week. I've been calling for Jeremy Bernard tonight. You got to just find different ways. This time they use motion, try to get him into the screen, the middle screen. That play right there on K.J. Bolton, the stiff arm. And then Dalen Everett, another stiff arm.
Pump fake off the edge, and it's complete to Delp for a first down. Keep the drive going. Trying to scramble for it. Not going to get there. He was closed down. Keenan made the tackle. Quay Rusa got there and forced the issue. Now give it back to Ty Simpson with 9:18 to play. Thorson is just an animal punting the ball. Deep boot, and it's muffed initially by Adams. A scrum for it. Did he retain possession? This could be disastrous for Bama, but number 7 runs out of there with the football, says, no problem. Hill moves back in to perhaps block the blitz. Simpson flips it out, drops. Caleb Edwards, the tight end, big shoes to fill. Josh Cuevas just can't go, and long throw, no chance. Bernard was intended receiver. Pressure came again, but that was way off target, and the Dogs will take over in the red zone.
And a long, low percentage throw.
Branch trying to find some space and scores! The Dogs deliver the dagger.
effort here by the block by 7, Lucky, but watch his instincts right there. Foot in the ground, stop and start, and then the acceleration. As good as anybody, if not the best in the country.
Redshirted last year, spot duty, sparing duty really in his redshirt freshman year. And there's Bernard, the kind of play they needed in that 4th down that you just showed. Simpson, and they work hard to find Edwards, who releases late and converts the first down to the 41. Simpson has some space. Can he get the edge? He could not escape Zayden Walker, the young edge rusher.
We saw Ty Simpson last week show some wheels. Looked like he was running with ankle weights on there with Zayden Walker chasing him down.
Scrambling ability, says he's a very good athlete, but taking some punishment today, not able to escape that time. So 3rd and 15. 2 plays to get the yardage. Short throw, Bernard. And it's a second throw downfield to Daniel Hill. A trick play. Hill rumbles downfield into Georges with the pass and then the lateral across the field.
That's incredible.
Dogs looking for one more big defensive play to punctuate this performance. Pressure comes. Simpson stays alive, has to make something happen on 4th down. Spins away, heaves to the end zone. Oh, bounced right off the chest of Bernard. Somehow that ball found its way to number 5, but he couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, that ball, it was just a desperation throw. What a view right there. Otherwise, that's a touchdown.
There remains some intrigue tomorrow for sure, though.
Oh, yeah.
Stockton still has the ball and is weaving around and would just duck down and take a loss. Noon Eastern time tomorrow on ESPN is that reveal. Ms. Bowens. Chauncey Bowens spins out across the 30.
And it feels like the top 4 seeds will be Texas Tech and Georgia.